My name is Ruth Chivandike. I'm doing my PhD, and I'm looking at the trends that have been created by Black Zimbabwean female artists, focusing mainly on the novelists. So you happen to be one of them, and I'm so happy to be interviewing you today because you are one of the big people who have contributed significantly in literature by women. So I would want to start by asking you to tell me just a little bit about yourself so that I have an idea of who you are before we can get to your life.
Thank you. My name is Tsitsi. In my culture, at my age, they call me Ndeele. Yes. I'm a mother. I'm a town planner professionally. Then I'm a writer later. Yes. It is just good that the laser part of it has become work. Because now I can see academics are using my writing for research. Yes, thank you so much.
Lovely. All right. When did you begin writing?
I started writing in 2009. Work that was going to be published. But I can simply say maybe I've always been writing. It's just that I didn't give myself time because I was chasing other things, school and the profession, you see. But I started in 2009. And why in 2009? It is because I was in business, in real estate business. And when the economy kind of collapsed, I found myself with nothing to do. And I was angry. So I can say anger made me write.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's anger that pushed you to write.
Yes, it's anger.
So do we feel that anger in your works?
Possibly in some works you can.
All right.
But mostly it doesn't mean that when somebody is angry, when a writer is angry, you write anger stories. You find that sometimes I write romance.
Yes.
Even when I'm angry.
Yes.
Because I write only when I'm angry. Even up to now.
All right.
I write only when I'm in an uncomfortable situation.
All right. All right.
I write when I'm in a funny situation.
All right.
Which is I think that's why I continuously wrote from 2009 to now. Because there's so much disorder in our environment. Everybody has been affected one way or another. Yeah. So you find that people have lost things, and that makes people are always broke, people keep on losing things, people are frustrated. I'm one of those frustrated people. So you find that today you plan to do this, you have worked, you have made some savings, with possibly like what is happening now. How many times has the money system changed? You see? So now, possibly, for example, the most recent one, without talking about 2008 and 9, it made me very, very angry. Because I lost so much.
Yes.
I was reduced to live like somebody who spends their day without thinking of anything, who just wakes up with no ambition, with what, I'm a hard worker by nature, and I want a good life. So now I was reduced to live like someone who doesn't plan anything, someone who doesn't work, so I continuously wrote, because I'm always angry. These days I'm always angry.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And which language are you comfortable in? English, or which language do you feel very comfortable in your writing?
I think I can write in equally. I write the same when I write in Ndebele and when I write in English.
All right.
Yes.
You're comfortable.
I'm comfortable with both languages.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of what you have written, which one do you really think captures you, the person, as a person, is you, just you?
That is difficult. That is difficult.
Yes. But I'm sure there's something that really captures maybe what you, which really captures your sentiments on life.
I think it's we don't have the title for it yet.
All right.
But it is this novel coming out. Okay. Why I cannot say it's title because the editors were mostly academics. decided that the title I'd given the book is not as strong.
All right.
That's what they say to me.
All
The
right.
language they say to me.
All
It's
right.
not as strong as the storyline
All right.
and the themes.
In the
story.
In the story. Okay.
Yes, but that book tells you more
All right.
about me,
All right.
my thoughts,
All right.
my life.
All right.
Yes.
Your philosophy
My
on life.
philosophy on life.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
Mhm.
Okay. Then what do you think is the role of the writer? What should the writer be doing when they are writing? What is it that is the responsibility or the role of the African writer, if I may put it that way?
I think a writer must just write.
All right.
A writer must write. A writer must write what they think, what they see,
Okay.
what they feel, what they hear.
All right.
A writer should record what is happening over a period of time.
All right.
Unlike in journalism,
Uh-huh.
a writer must write to instruct, which is to teach.
All right.
A writer must write to entertain.
All right.
Yes, even though you are teaching, you should also entertain.
All right.
Yes, that's
Alright.
that's basically what I think a writer should do.
All right.
Yeah, but you find that writers are different.
Mm-hmm.
We have different themes, and
Yes.
but in all themes, all the same, you write to instruct and to entertain.
All right.
You don't write to mislead.
All right. So just raising consciousness, is that the role of a writer as well? Just to raise the consciousness of people about a certain thing without necessarily teaching. What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
a writer should also question things.
Yes.
It's unfortunate that African writers, because you cannot separate writers writing because they are social observers, they are
Yes.
life observers
Yes.
from what is happening around them.
Yes.
If a political system is I don't know what word I can use.
Chaotic?
It's chaotic, yes, destructive, prohibiting progress.
All right.
A writer should show that
All right.
and should not be criminalized.
Okay.
I believe writers should be let to be writers.
Yes.
Let them be. Because artists say, writing is art. Just as musicians. You write what you see, what is inside of you, what you feel. Because now if you start thinking, if I write my theme like this, or if I question this through my writing, am I not going to be arrested?
All right.
Already I've censored myself. So it means I'm no longer original. I'm writing to please ABC, which is wrong. Writers must write.
All right.
Yes.
And then what then do you visualize as the role of the African female writer? We're talking about a writer at a general level. Now we have narrowed it to the female dimension. Would there be any difference between a male writer, or would you expect when you are writing, should there be any difference between a female and a male writer?
I don't think there should be any difference.
All right.
Why I say that is because really people are individuals and they see things the way they see them.
All right.
Yes. Art is, I can say this school is blue, you can say it's green.
All
As
right.
long as I can support it. You
All
know
right.
what I mean.
Okay.
So to be classified that I should write like, I think that is a bit difficult.
It's typical.
It's difficult.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
I should just tell my stories the way I see them.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way
Without
I
the
see them.
gender dimension.
Without the gender dimension.
Okay.
Whatever I see,
All
I
right.
should tell it
Okay.
the way I see.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Because there is no way, I don't write, my characters are not all female. My characters are not all girls. The society is not made up of one sex. People live together, people mix. So I tell what I see
All right.
in the whole picture of what I do, what I see.
All right.
Yeah, and I believe male writers too. Yeah, you cannot say a male writer can write
All right.
this and a female writer can write that.
All right.
But what possibly I can encourage female writers I think female writers, it's high time they should try to deconstruct a lot of thoughts and social norms.
All right.
Like you hear people saying women are weak. Generally, I think women are stronger than men.
All right. That's your view.
That's my view.
All right.
Women are not weak.
All
Women
right.
are not. Women are stronger than men. Emotionally.
All right.
Yeah, emotionally.
All right.
Yes. Just look at.
And do we find that in your novels?
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
You find very strong characters in my novels. Because I also follow up very strong characters. Strong women.
Females.
They strong females. They give me something. They really. I'm friends with those.
All
you know,
right.
I'm friends with people who show that they are strong.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Because they support my what I've seen in life
Right.
as well. That.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And who is your favorite artists or novelists?
There are quite many.
Okay.
Why there are many is because I just enjoy different styles.
All right.
But my best female writer of all times is Yvonne Vera.
All right.
Yeah. I like her storytelling.
All right.
I like her style, her craft.
Difficult as it is.
Yes, I like her craft. I like her one-word sentences.
All right.
I like her
The sentences.
description. Yes, yeah. Yvonne is her craft. She doesn't narrate a story. She doesn't narrate.
It's simply.
It's simply no.
It's
You've got to think. You've got to think. Yvonne and Marechero. Yeah, that kind. You've got to think of what she's saying.
All right.
Yeah. So then I like Gucci.
All right.
Yes. Yes, I like Gucci as well. I like her strength.
All right.
And her characters show the woman I know.
All right.
Gucci's characters show the woman I know.
All right.
Very strong person.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah, there are quite many. I like Zukiswa too. Zukiswa Wena.
All right.
I follow Chimamanda Adichie, her strength.
All right.
Yes, and her knowledge of a lot of things in general, from racism, feminism, all that. I follow her up and I like that.
All right. It
Yes.
looks like you're inspired by female writers.
Yes.
All right.
They do really inspire me.
All right.
Yeah.
More than male writers.
Male writers, I like them. I like reading their. I like Shimash not just craft.
Yes. All right.
From all his books, Harvest of Thorns is my book. Yes.
All right.
I also like Mgosh.
All right.
The descriptions. Descriptions. Yeah, his
All right.
craft as well.
All right.
Yeah, I'll read his books over and over again, just enjoying them.
All right.
Yes, but I'm more inspired by female writers.
You're more inspired by female
Yes,
writers.
yes.
Influence on the way that you write. Can you say they have influenced the way you write?
Excuse me. I think Yvonne Vera has.
All right.
I think Yvonne Vera
In terms
has.
of what? In terms of characterization, in terms of thematic issues, or in terms of complicated characters? Because she likes complicating it. Simple. Okay, not simple things. Actually, she raises very important things, but then she enjoys writing them in a complicated manner.
Hidden manner, yes, that.
Which the ordinary person, the ordinary person can't read through Vera. You know, the people who are not into literature, they can't read through Vera. They can't read the whole novel. But you like her.
Yeah.
So what is it that you like, and has that influenced the way you write yourself?
I like that I like the complication.
All right.
I like that complication. I like her crafts.
All right. All right.
Her craft.
All right.
Because you see, storytelling would be boring. What normal things and you see,
don't like, so it looks like you don't like the simple plot. You don't like it yourself. From the bus until they get to the
things
to
that
their
I expected.
destination. Oh,
No. I like the complication in it that still should you try to ask her difficult questions or to try to nail her or to whatever you want to do, she can easily get away and say, I did not mean that, I meant that. And
Alright.
you see, yeah,
Alright.
it should be complicated.
All right.
I think it should be complicated.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's what you like. What else do you like about Vera? Which has also influenced the way you write yourself.
She dares to tell very difficult stories. She writes about things that ordinary people and ordinary minds wouldn't just talk about. You see, yeah. So that is good for a writer.
All right.
That is the craft I like.
All right.
Yes, because really there are a lot of things that need to be questioned. They are. And now if we don't have people like her, I think literature will be boring. It will be boring.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll classify Yvonne with people like Thomas Hardy. I also like Thomas Hardy and the
Alright.
scandalous D.H. Lawrence.
All right. All right.
I read their books over and over again. They really fascinate me.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I do. Virginia Woolf is
Yes.
another complicated writer.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you come to my library, you find their books.
All right.
Yeah, because I like things that are not too simplified.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
It sounds like you are a feminist, or maybe an African feminist, because of the people that inspire you.
Yes.
They are feministic in stance. They are African feminists.
Yeah.
You talked about Amy Cheta. You
Yes.
talked about Vera. We classify, when we look at the traits of African feminists, it looks like that's where they belong. And African feminists, as in the sense that they look at the African issues and deal with African issues but they are feministic in nature. Are you an African feminist yourself? Would you
Yes, I am.
classify yourself?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're conscious of that, even
Yes,
when
I
you're
am.
writing.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
I'm conscious of that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me more about that. Why is it like that? Why are you feministic? What is it that made you feministic?
It is because I don't agree
All right.
with the social consensus
All right.
and the labels that are given to women.
All right.
Like I said earlier, the weaker vessels, you even find in the Bible, the weaker vessels, women what, but women are not the weaker vessels.
All right. And what will be the cause of those? Maybe you're talking about stereotypes, isn't it?
Yeah, stereotypes.
Yes, stereotypes that women are weak. From your own understanding, what could have resulted in those stereotypes? What is it that is it Christianity, because you're talking about the Bible? Is it Christianity? Is it other factors? Is it colonization? What is it? Where is this coming from?
I don't think it's got anything to do with the Bible.
All right.
I don't think it's got anything to do with colonization.
All right.
I think it's got something to do with Africanism. Is there such a word?
Yes, it's there.
That women are supposed to be suppressed.
All right.
Women are supposed to be found in the kitchen.
All right.
Okay. Women are not supposed to. There are some tribes and some long back. Women were not even supposed to attend the chief's court.
Yes.
You know, I don't know now if things have really changed, that women are given roles in a society.
All right.
I don't agree with that.
All right. Okay. So you're saying, in simple terms, you're saying it's the African culture, in a way, that has resulted in the construction of that stereotype.
It's the African culture.
All right.
Yeah, it's the African culture.
And westernization, has it not played any role?
It has. Certainly it has.
All right.
The Bible also, you find that women were, there are so many verses in the Bible, so much in the Bible, women this, women that, suppression of women as well. Yes. I'm not colonization. I don't think colonization has done much
All right.
to change anything.
All right.
That was not there.
All right.
But also there are some tribes African tribes, who who gave some kind of respect and power to women.
All right. All right.
They are there.
All right.
Yeah, here and there in Africa. Remember the chief.
But I don't know, maybe in Ndebele, amongst the Shona people, they say mushamkads. You have heard that? Meaning to say that the woman is the central figure, or is the she has some sort of power in the running of the family. And when we are looking at the ideals of the African people, so would you totally say blame Africanism, what you're calling Africanism? Let me use your term, Africanism. Would you totally blame Africanism? Because it actually, there's a way, it sounds like, there's a way in which it empowers the woman. When you say mushamkads, it's actually giving us some power to the African woman. So what's your take on that?
What power is that? What power is that can be given? Because I think that is a statement.
All right. Okay, but it's not reality.
No, it's not reality.
All right.
That is a statement.
All right.
Yes, mushamkads, yes.
Yeah.
I would say if a woman was given the power she deserves, yes, mushamkads, that is very, very correct. But is mushamkads?
Okay, interesting. Quite interesting.
What decision does a woman make in the house?
All right. Okay.
Yes. Even if she can be earning more money, still what decision can she make without a war?
All right. Okay.
Some women are not even allowed, as capable as they can be. Some men won't allow their women to excel. Education. And still those men say mushamkats. So can you maybe clarify for me?
All right.
There.
All right.
Is that I think there's a contradiction.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yet you see the woman, mushamkats, because the woman carries the family, plans the family. You were just telling me earlier that you wake up at 1 a.m. to switch on this, to bake it, to what. Go to many houses, you see men snoring. They are not thinking about what the children are going to eat and what. Running of the home, running of a life in a home, be it a rural home, a modern home. The woman has got too much to do.
All right.
Too much to do. And now you find that a woman can be a breadwinner. After being a breadwinner, she comes back to run the home. To see this has been paid, this has been done, this is the child is going to wear, this is going to eat, that is going all that. You see, a woman is always overloaded with responsibility.
She's supposed to be the pillar of the homestead, and yet, okay, quite interesting, because then you're raising that reality and the philosophy, because these sayings usually capture the philosophy of the people. You get it? It's like the proverbs, the same way that the proverbs capture the philosophy of the people. Now, the important thing that you're raising is that there is a contradiction, reality versus what takes place on the ground. Then the $1,000,000 question is, do you address these issues in your novels?
I do. I show.
All right.
I do show them.
All right.
That you are saying this, but look, this is what is happening.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
So, society, how can you solve this?
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you solve this?
All right.
For example, let me give you some societal problems that are, which you see that they are really. I think the society is bad. We are as a society, we are bad in ourselves.
All right.
The society would classify a single woman, unmarried woman, a divorced woman who volunteered the divorce or suggested the divorce because they saw that it wasn't working. They will call them names, they will what. And this is not men who do that. It's women also. You see? So now, you will find that a woman, a capable woman, who can run her home, take 10 children to school, feed her parents, is forced to live with an abuser, and a man who is irresponsible because they are afraid of the society, which will quickly condemn them. So I think as a society, we are also dangerous to ourselves. I have read 2 cases where an irresponsible man, husband,
Yes.
disappeared. 25 years,
All right.
staying with another, disappeared, went to live wherever. Left this woman with babies like this. And the woman, being a hard worker she can run a home and do everything. She did her stuff, worked very hard. In those 20 years, managed to send the children to university. This woman went to church. Now the church comes in.
All right.
She was still going to church.
All right.
And the church was saying, pray for your husband to come back. Why do you pray for such an irresponsible person to come back? Many women can manage that. People have different abilities.
Yes.
In case of this man, he went 25 years. When he was done enjoying his life, the children, they had completed their education. And now the church was still praying with this woman for him to come back. And eventually he came back, but I don't think because he was going to be of use. What use was he going to be? Because the children had already gone. The woman had built a house. The woman, he was okay. What did he do when he came? He wanted some bigger share of the wife's company. And when the wife refused, he killed him. But this happened, he killed him.
That's sad.
Who is to blame? Then he killed her. She's in a grave right now. He killed her. Because she refused with the shareholding of the company she formed.
That's sad.
He demanded that. There are many cases like that, I know. So now, who is to blame? Why would you pray for somebody irresponsible like that? Why?
I hear you. So you tackle these issues in your novels.
Yes, they are there.
In your writing.
Yeah, they are there. I tackle them. I try to address them.
Yes.
To question and pose to society. Look at this.
Yes.
Look at this scenario.
Yes. Yes.
The church also.
You interrogate the churches.
Yeah, interrogate the churches. Why? What is praying? What is that? Anyway.
Interesting. Interesting. All right. My last question for this section would be: do you have any theory that has influenced your writing, which you're conscious of?
I just write.
You're right.
I just write what I see. Things I see, like things I've mentioned. They're not really. Yeah, as a writer, you are an observer.
All right.
You are a great listener.
Yes. Yes.
You hear what is not being said.
Yes.
You see what other people don't see, what the ordinary eye doesn't see. Yes. So I just write what I see and what I hear, what I feel, what I think needs to be addressed, what I think needs to be clarified.
All right.
Yes, those questions, answering some social questions, and in my own observation, really.
All right. And is your literature apolitical or is political?
No, it's apolitical.
It's apolitical. Why is it apolitical?
It's because I'm not interested in politics.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you not have a say on politics, on political issues?
I have no say because I don't know much about political issues. How can they confuse you?
Interesting. I think on that note, we can break.
Thank you so much.
All right.